my friends, let's talk water distilling. Because of my newfound kidney issues that I discovered over the summer thanks to my blood pressure, I've been distilling my own water at home. And I kind of thought, it's time for me, I'm getting low, I'm about to half a gallon. I thought I'd show you how I do it in the machine that I used to do it with. This is just a cheapest one you can find. I've actually had this one for a while. I was distilling water off and on before I had to distill water. About $60, $65 off Amazon or eBay. They're pretty comparable. This is the machine that I use. It comes with this plastic container. Now, if you want to really be good on the pure water and you don't want any contaminants and you really want to be picky, my dad even says glass containers are better. However, for me, I go ahead and use these because the size is convenient. I can pop it in the fridge. I can pour it into my stainless cups whenever I want to drink and carry it around with me, and that just works best for me. I tried pouring the water off in my mason jars. They take up a lot more space in the fridge. It just wasn't working for me. And then if I took a jar out and it got warmed up or what have you, which I drink warm water, but I don't know. I just liked these the best, so I went ahead and used them. Okay. Hopefully you can see it all right. I might bring you down just a hair. I've got some lard cooling in the background, and I have some turkey broth here waiting to get canned. So all the stuff in the background, just that's what it is. It doesn't have anything to do with this. Okay, here we go. Top part plugs in down here at the bottom, and then this cord is the one that goes to, and it's not normally that tight. This cord is the one that goes to your electrical outlet. It all comes apart easily. I'm taking the lid off of this for the first time, and I'm going to show you just how hard our water really is. Look at that. That's what it looks like after it's been distilled. And if this was left to dry, it'd be even whiter. Isn't that something? So how do I clean this out? Easy peasy. I take a little bit of vinegar. Pour it in the bottom, and let's head over to the sink. Alrighty, so we're over here at the sink. This is the side of the kitchen that you never get to see because this is not, I have an ugly kitchen. You know, I have old freebie metal cabinets that I've had forever and ever, and everything's just wore out. This is a poor lady's kitchen. It's a hard working kitchen. We've wore this thing out over time, so it's not pretty. So I don't really show it to you guys. At any rate, I have a second distiller here. I bought this after I realized how important it was for me to distill my water, and these distillers only produce 1 gallon of distilled water per day or per time, and it takes about 4 hours for them to complete the entire process. And 1 gallon a day was not keeping up with me, so I had to buy another one, and I got it for a good price. It's got a little stuff splashed on it. I got it for a good price. About $60, $65. Might have been just a hair over 65. Might have been like $66.99 or something like that. But anyway, it works the same way this one does. So I'm going to get it out. I'm going to unplug the cords just like I did the last one. And I'll show you the inside of the lid because I didn't show you the inside of the lid on the other one. A little bit of water in there. This is the inside of the lid. We do not ever submerge this because this is where your motor and everything's at. And if you look here, this paper doohickey there, can you see it? That's the filter. It helps to filter your water as it's coming out. I don't want to put it over where the water is going to be running, so we're just going to do that. Alright, I'm going to kind of try to bring you in somehow. This is what the inside of this one looks like. See? Yucky stuff, man. So I'm going to somehow get you zoomed in here to where you can see how I'm wiping it out with the vinegar. My brain. The vinegar. Okay, here we go. This is the best I can get in this tight space. This is a clean rag. It's not yucky. I'm going to grab the first one that's got the vinegar in it. I'm going to add just a little bit of water to it. Kind of get it in there, and I'm going to wipe it out. I don't even know if you can really see me. Alright, let's switch. This is opposite of what I'm used to doing, so we'll see how this goes. Good. And we're going to go up the sides. And then I'm going to pour the vinegar in the water from this one into this one. Now there is stuff you can buy to help you keep it clean, but I mean, it's vinegar. It's cheap enough. There's a little spot here. Can you see that little hot spot right there? That little hard spot? We're going to scrub that. See how much of it comes off. Sometimes I really got to work it. And I might have to put just vinegar in here with it because this seems really built up this time. Give it a little more. Give it a scrub. Wish you could see better. It is what it is. We're not high tech, you know. I don't have a handy camera to hang up overhead or anything. Alright. I almost need a Brillo pad this time around. But I got the majority of it out. You can see the scratches where I've had to scrape at it before. Same thing goes for this one. Now, if you've got other things you want to do and you're not in a hurry to get your water started, you can leave this sit in your distiller and it'll have more time to break down all this lime and minerals and stuff that's in your water. Just think, see, there's another same issue. There's that hard stuff on the bottom. Just think, if this is all coming from your well, if you're in the country, or whatever's in your city water, and we all know there's bad mojo in the city water, and this gets this much out, just think of how much is collected in your body. It was an eye-opener for me, especially having giant kidney stones, and all I've drank for the last 6 years of my life is water, but it was from my well, and I just basically filled myself full of rocks. And I'm still suffering for it today. I have one more surgery. Well, there'll be 2 more, but one more concerning surgery coming up December 16th to help my left kidney. All right. I'm going to be careful to keep this out of the water. I'm going to rinse it. Okay. Put it upside down over here in this sink. Same thing, rinse it. Alright, and now we're going to dry it off. Yes, it takes a little bit of work. This is something you have to be diligent for. It's way more convenient to just go buy your plastic bottles of water. And I did buy some at first. But you know what? It really bothered me knowing I was dumping that many plastic bottles into landfills and stuff that are never going to break down when I can just do this and use reusable containers, my jars, my cups, and I'm keeping a lot of stuff out of the landfills, and I just feel so much better about it. So for a little bit of an investment, you've got really clean water, which is what you want, right? The healthier, the better. Alright, it looks a lot better. Can you see it? There's just a little bit of something in there, but not bad. If I had a Brillo pad, I'd get rid of it, but this little plastic pad did the best he could. Alright, let's talk about the tops. This filter will last a really long time. I don't even really check it all that often. This is the older of my 2 tops, and so there is a gasket right here. And this gasket's starting to get, see that buildup around it? So I have been wiping it off. Not heavy with the vinegar, but I have been kind of going around and wiping it off just to help keep it soft. And the inside of my lid. Here, my container top, or the motor, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So it's got a little bit in there, but it's pretty clean. It doesn't build up in here near like it does in these. Okay? So it's wiped off and ready to go. I've got number 2 here. Same thing. This is clean. This is rinsed out. If there was something in there, the distillation process or the distilling process is going to take care of that. This one has the new filter in it, so I'm not even going to check it. Easy peasy. That's all you got to do for your lids. Unless you notice a lot of buildup around your gaskets or the inside or something. I've had that old one for this old one for a long time, and even though I didn't use it daily, it's barely starting to build up on like the gasket and stuff. So, inside, see where it says full right there? Okay, cold water. We're going to fill it up, and like I said, be careful not to get the plugins wet. Just scoop it under. Fill it up. I'm a one-woman show. I don't have no cameraman, so I have to use a tripod here. It's about to get full. Alright, bring her over here. Same thing again. Vinegar will not be in your water. There's no vinegar smell. There's no nothing when this process is done. You do not have to worry about the vinegar part of it. Okay? Nothing like that to worry about. Kids are in the living room yelling at the dogs. Alright, push it that away. Bring it on over. Once again, for good measure, I'm going to make sure everything is dry. We do not want to take any chances. It's all sealed really well, so I mean, you should be fine. I noticed somebody knocked some plates over back there. This is the old one, so I put it on this one. Line them up. Line her up, and the reason that I have it tilted away from the start button is because this is what's going to go down into your water jug, and if you put it right in front of there, it's a pain in the hiney to deal with, so I kind of turn it sideways. I'm going to plug this in right here. Grabbing this cord, running this cord over to my plug-in. This is an old house, so I cannot have these on the same electrical plug-in, the same circuit or anything. It'll kick the breaker, so I can't do that. So let me get my little blue bucket. Alright, these particular little containers, I don't bother to rinse it or anything because anything that's in there is going to be distilled, and I use them and absolutely nothing else ever comes in here. I keep it as clean as possible, so I don't really mess with it. These particular distillers come with this little nozzle. You just put it on here. You don't have to use it, but you can. Putting it right here. I might move this a little further back. I don't want it quite towards the edge. And if you use this, it just fits like that. But, I mean, it's fine. I can leave it like that this time. It's no big deal. And then I'm going to hit the button. Actually, I have to hit the side one. This one has two. There's one. And let me show you how she sounds. That's it. 4 hours from now, we'll have distilled water. Okay, Miss Ruthie's not being good. She keeps making me stop my filming. Her's right there getting in trouble. Okay, so this one started. We're gonna finish up this one. I have to plug it in actually in our dining room. When you live in an old house, you gotta do what works. Get this all set up. It's gonna be identical to this one. And when it's all said and done, or actually I might come in halfway through the process, let you see the drip in and see it filling, and then when it's all said and done, I'll let you see the end result. Ruthie, I'll show you, Ruthie. Excuse me, ma'am. Ruthie, now she don't want to look at me. Are you in trouble? You interrupting Mama? Yeah, you're interrupting your Mama. Hey. You wanted attention, now you got it. She don't want to look at me. There she is. You wanted attention. Now you got it. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Pepper? Come on. What you got to talk about? Okay. Been about 2 hours. You see the water? There it is dripping in. And this in here is going to be extremely, extremely hot, so don't mess with it. Don't even think about opening it. But that's how it looks about 2 hours in. Alright. There she is. That is all she wrote. So I'm going to remove this. This is why I don't typically use this thing. There you go. Each jug comes with a handy cap. Cap it on. Place it in your refrigerator. You can drink it this way. It's kind of warm, not super hot, but warm. Or you can let it cool off. And this thing here, just like what I say with the canner, do not touch it. Do not mess with it. Give it time because there's steam in there. Don't ask me how I know, but there is. So you just got to give it time to rest. All right. This is it. There's 1 gallon distilled water. My time took just about 5-10 minutes to clean the machines, get them plugged up and ready to go. It took about 4 hours for them to complete their work, and I have 2 more gallons of clean distilled water. And if you really wanted to work hard and do this every day, I don't because I have other things to do and, you know, using my machines. But if you wanted to be vigilant and store up a lot of water, if you did this every day, it would add up quickly. You can put it in your mason jars and put it up in your storage. People water bath water in jars all the time. Got anything to add?
No.
No? Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate y'all. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we're looking forward to the Christmas season. I am not done with my freezer clean out, but we did have a couple of family events. We lost a very precious loved one, and so I kind of got off track. But I have 2 more things for the freezer clean out, and we'll be making videos for that hopefully soon. You want to let us out?
Yes.
Do what you can right where you are.
Psalms 34, verse 8. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him.
Bye.